What is up, everybody? It's DJ Martini Midwest Reviews coming at you with another video for my channel. Today we have some summer fun. We got 3 cool electric water guns. These are really popular right now, and so I wanted to bring 3 of them to you. They're all Amazon. They all do different things a little bit different, so we're going to get all into them today, so please stay for the whole video. I got 3 different guns, so we're going to definitely compare 2 of them right now, and I'm also going to get a little help from my helper today. He's going to be able to get these put together for you, and he's also going to be able to test them out and show them how they work in battle. So it'll be a really cool video today, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. DJ Martini Midwest Reviews. If you've never tuned in, just know I love to do reviews, love to do tutorials, and I also just here to help do that research for you so you don't have to, give it to you as easy as possible, and leave some links in case you're interested in some of the products that we talk about. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, but we're going to jump right in. Also, if this is helpful, like, subscribe, and share. And then also, let's reach 10,000 subscribers this year. That would be awesome, so I can continue to make videos. I want to just jump into the first gun real quick. This one is from the DesertHome store, and it is basically just an electric gun. It says Trendy Toys Water Gun, Electronic Continuous Emissions Water Gun, and this is what we got here. This is the box, and this is the cheapest one of the bunch. It's only $20.99. You can get a dual pack with 2 guns. Usually comes with blue and black, and you can get a dual one, and it's for about $40, and you get 2 guns, so you can definitely get a battle in. Nice instructions on the box. In the box, you do get some instructions. You get all the pieces. You get a little water tube here. You get a charge cable for not only the battery that's inside this, which is a little complicated, and then a charger, a small little charger for the, I would call this like a little silencer, but it's actually a light for it. And so it does take a little bit of assembly acquired on this particular model, but it's worked really good so far for us. And so it does come with a screwdriver, and so you will take the, I'm not going to fully take it apart for you because it was a little bit of a pain, but you just take that screwdriver, take this screw out, and you'll be able to put the battery that comes with it. Make sure you charge everything before you start. Go ahead and take it out of the box, put it on the charger, and get a full charge. It will have a red light. When the red light turns off, that means your battery is charged. Could take a little bit, it could take a lot of bit. One of my batteries took a couple hours, so but definitely you'll have to put it together. You'll also have to put this hose on, and it just goes here on the bottom, if you can kind of see that. Like I said, but it does take a screw to take this little cover off, and this is where your battery goes. Your battery goes right in there. And then I'm going to have my helper here assemble these really quick in a minute, but I just kind of wanted to go over what comes in the box. But you'll get a screwdriver, the gun itself, you'll get the water hose here to collect, you'll get the light silencer, you'll get a little aiming device that doesn't work very good, but it's cool to have, and you'll get 2 chargers, like I said, one for the actual battery, and I'm going to kind of get close here, USB, and then one for the little light silencer, and you also get a little water tank as well. So like I said, that's about all we got there. All right, so I want to jump to the next weapon here. We have the FUNWEE. This one runs about $37, but it looks like a little machine gun here. It does come with a little light sight, which is really cool. That actually does kind of turn on, puts a little red dot. Now, it's all for fun. It's not really going to be working to help you aim, but it's just a water gun. This one, really cool. It's kind of loud. It's kind of like shocking when you first hear it because it has a loud like pop. It also puts a little like mist fog that we'll show you a little bit later that looks like, I wouldn't say real gunfire, but it just puts a little mist out here, but it also shoots very well and a lot of water. So, and then you do have a foldable stock, trigger. The battery's going to go on the front here, which I'll show you, which was kind of clever on this gun because the battery is actually the little grip extension. So it has a little USB Type-C right here on the back, and it goes on the front of the gun right here. Once again, in this box you will get the water tank magazine, which is all in one, which is cool. Easy to fill. Has a little little opening right here to be able to fill it, and then you're just gonna slam it into the gun here. It does have a mag release on this side. Sorry, it's on this side, and the mag comes out. So very, very cool. Your battery, make sure you charge it. It does come with a charging cable as well. But yeah, you'll just slide it into this rail here, all the way back, and this thing is ready to go as once you have some water. So very, very cool. Like I said, does come with the instructions. Was $36, so kind of expensive, but you know, I think for these and what they do and the fun that you can get with them, it's pretty fun. And we'll show you some of the features on this a little bit closer here in a second. All right, so we're back with the last gun, and it's from a little side company called the Youpole store, and this is the Ultimate. And like I said, a lot of these guns will have like similar names, and like there's the FUNWEE, and the FUNWEE also makes a gun that's just like this one, but I got this one a little bit cheaper from this other company, and it does run about $24. Now I did buy one of these before, and it didn't work. So it didn't work upon arrival, and I had to return it. I got a second one, and the second one is working so far. So we'll see the longevity on it, and I'll leave any details in the description if I have any other issues. But in this one, here's the box right here. And it does come with, once again, a charging cable. It comes with another little mini USB Type-C cable that I don't have here with me, but that's for the light silencer on the front. But that's the gun right here. While we have it here, I'm going to go ahead and bring my assistant out here, and he's going to go ahead and assemble it for me really easy while I talk about it. So here is the weapon over here. This one comes with a water tank. Once again, the top is right here, and it does just flip open like that right here. You put this one actually has some water in it, and it just goes into the gun right here. And like I said, the battery in this one's kind of clever. It's actually the sight. It's not really a sight at all, so you can't literally look through it, but it does have the battery in it, and the charging cable's here. Be careful not to lose this little cap to cover the charging, because you don't want to get water in there. But it does have this little cap, and it just slides, and it actually has arrows, so you'll slide it from the back, or sorry, from the front back on to it like this, and that's how it runs the battery. So I'm just going to get that started for him, because it is a little hard to get going. There we go. Now if he just slides that all the way to the back, then it'll be working here in a second. This one also has the light flasher here, and it has a little cover like this, which I guarantee is going to get lost, which is kind of bad. But it has the USB charging right there. Make sure you guys charge this right away first, and then try not to lose that little cover. But that just goes right on the front of the gun. There you go. And let's see if we can get it to fire real quick. There we go. So pretty cool. Now to turn that on, there's a little button on the front, which will get a little button on the front right there, and we can try it again. There we go. So pretty cool gun, and we'll get a little bit more into it later. But like I said, this one did take the most assembly of all of them. So that one does come, once again, this one's kind of cool on the cover for the charging port. It actually is connected to it, so you're not going to lose that as easy. And then the little on switch is also on the front right here. It's that little button right there to turn it on. But like I said, this one has a little aiming thing, but it really doesn't do anything. It's just a plastic piece, just for aesthetic look. You just slide that on anyway. And then this is the little water tank. And this one kind of goes in, and there's some little notches on it. So it kind of goes in sideways, and then you turn it to lock it. over the water hose there. There we go, right there. So, and once again, it just turns and then it locks in there. Excellent. Can you just shoot that one? That one really goes. That one's pretty cool. So we'll show these all in action here in just a second. And then here's the FUNWEE right here. Go ahead and pop that one off a couple times. Can you see the little mist that's coming out of there? That is pretty cool. And like I said, this one doesn't have any water in it at the moment, but it also makes a little pop you can hear, so it's kind of cool. All right, everybody, what's up? We are back, and we're gonna do a quick tester to see how far these actually shoot and what they claim. So the FUNWEE, the machine gun, claims 28 feet. So let's go ahead and check that out. We're gonna go grab that one. And then we have our marked starting line here. And then I have it marked 20 feet here and 40 feet here. And like I said, they're claiming 28 feet. So let's go ahead and we're gonna shoot it level. That's level, and then he's gonna arc it a little bit. And let's see where we hit. So we definitely get the 20 feet. I think that was about the level right there. So we hit, I would say, about 24 feet. And then arced, I would say definitely made about 30 feet. So I definitely say it hits its claim at 28 feet. All right, let's go ahead and check out the next one. We're gonna go ahead and do the Desert Storm, the blue gun right here. And see, that one is 32 feet and it's $20.99. So let's go ahead. He's going to do it at a level and arc it. Let's see what we got. So we're getting the water. We got some speckles all the way up to about right here. And there's our 30 or 20 foot. There's the 40 foot. And I would say about 30 feet. It says 32 feet, so it's really close. But I would say more like 30 feet. And we're not being scientific here, but let's grab the Woyuosn. And this is the black gun, the electric water gun. This one is $24.99 and it's claiming 26 feet. So we're gonna do level shot. And then we're gonna do an arc shot. Oh, I could see that land right into here. That one's definitely, I would definitely put that one at about 35 feet. It's right over here, yeah, right about there. I saw it land. So very, very cool. All right, so we're gonna take a close look at all these guns really quick, and then we're just gonna do a quick, so like I said, here's the FUNWEE, which we got right here. You can see that it has the little aiming device. Can you turn that on for me? It's a little twist. There we go. You can. It's not going to really show up really good, but it just kind of lights up there. Nothing crazy. But you can see that kind of get that fog out there. There's your battery, water, and that's the FUNWEE right there. This is the Woyuosn, and this is the electric gun. You can see this one. The battery is on top. See the recoil, water tank, mag release. Very cool. And then this is the DesertHome. This one has some definite constant action. You can see that this is just a plastic piece there, water tank, trigger, battery compartment with screw there, but pretty cool. And this does light up too, but sometimes I notice that it doesn't light up as good as the other ones do. Finishing this video up for the water guns. We just want, I wasn't gonna get super crazy on these. I just wanted to definitely bring them to you because if you haven't seen them, they're pretty cool. They're pretty viral right now. You see them a lot on Instagram and TikTok and things like that. So definitely wanted to bring them, kind of tell you if they're yay or nay. And for the most part, they're pretty yay. I think we're having a lot of fun with them. Let's just go over them one more time, finish it out. Final quick thoughts. The FUNWEE definitely is our #1 gun. It is the coolest. It does a lot of cool things. Has that little red dot sight that you can turn on the top. Battery, USB Type-C, very creative on that. Fill it with water, mag release. Little fog comes out of the gun, almost looks realistic. Nice little pop. The light comes on. Foldable stock, and just really quick on the foldable stock, I just want to show that you can lift it up. Kind of hard to do with one hand. Lift it up, it closes, and then lift it up, turn, and it opens. So if you guys want to know, you just have to lift it up a little bit. Also, we wanted to show here, could you hold the box? Also wanted to show here too that lever device can actually still shoot when this is closed. But I don't know how good that is, because if you see it actually moves. I don't know how good that is for the lever device, so I don't know if I would probably always just take the stock out to make sure that we don't cause any issue to the mechanical of this gun, because it is a $40 gun. So this one is the coolest, the funnest, has the most features, does the coolest things, shoots the most water. It's like getting hit with a small water balloon, so you're definitely getting soaked. And but it does run out of the water the fastest, probably a negative. But other than that, I really don't have a lot of negatives. I definitely think this is the coolest one. It is $40, but I definitely think worth the $40. What do you think? Yeah. So, all right, cool. All right, the next one we'll go to the DesertHome. I honestly think, in my opinion, this is like the second funnest, just because the rate of fire on this thing. Now, the little muzzle brake silencer, it kind of has a mind of its own, and wants to work. It is working right now, but earlier it was like turning on by itself and doing random things. So it kind of has a mind of its own. Is the only negative on this one, but really, I really like it. It does take a little bit more of assembly to put this together, because you have to put the little water hose on, the little bottom tank. You have to take the battery out, and you have to take a screw out to get to the battery part. So that takes a little extra time. Put all the little bells and whistles on it. So it does take a little bit more assembly, but it's only $20. It's the cheapest of the bunch. and it's still fun. Now it doesn't shoot as much water, but it definitely could shoot water when you're out there battling. So very cool for $20. Definitely a value and pretty fun. You can get these in a double case or pair, so you can get them 2 for like 40 bucks, which I think is a great for 2 of these little guns, and I think any little kids would love them. And then you can also get these in blue and black. This is the FUNWEE actually makes an exact version of this, but it's a little bit more expensive, and so I went with this version, which was like 26 bucks, and it's pretty cool. Once again, battery is within the little sight. You can't really use it as a sight, but it does work as the battery. Mag release, easy to put together. I think this one is probably the easiest. Like I said, you just put the mag in, put the light on, charge the battery, and you're ready to go. Make sure you fill it up with water, of course. But yes, very, very cool. The only negatives on this one, like I said, is there's a little cover for the USB Type-C plug-in, and it comes out, and it just comes out. So if you were to lose that little piece and water gets in there, it's probably not going to be too good. Then the light's not going to work anymore. Also, this one just has a little cover for the charge cable, and if you lose that little cover, then water's going to get in there and probably mess up the battery. So kind of be nice and be careful not to lose those covers. That way you can enjoy this for a nice little while. So it does have a nice little pop to it. And once again, if I turn that light on, there you go, the light works. So very cool little devices. Once again, 26 on this, 36 or 36 to 40 on that one, and 20 on the DesertHome. We got all the guns right there, looking really good. Let's talk to my assistant here. Which one is your favorite gun?
This one.
And why is it your favorite gun?
Because it's super powerful.
It's powerful. And anything else?
Has a lot of attachments.
It's got attachments, and basically it looks cool, does cool things, has fog, popping sounds, and yeah, it just the full ticket. Which one's your second favorite, probably?
This one.
Yeah, the DesertHome, just because the cycling action on this is crazy, and it does put a nice little stream, but not as big as a stream as this guy right here. So pretty cool. We kind of don't have that much water in any of these, so, but all the guns are good. Hopefully you guys will check them out. They're really fun to play with. Hopefully the video was kind of fun to just show you a little bit about the guns and tell you that at least if you pick them up, they're going to work. And you don't have to worry about, you know, I don't know about longevity and those types of things, but so far we've had them for about a week or two, and we've been using them a few times, and it's been pretty fun. So one last thing I don't know if I talked about, but this one does run out of water the fastest. This one probably maintains your tank a little bit longer just because it doesn't shoot as much water out. And then of course this gun, it was kind of in the middle of everything as well. So this one will kind of, you won't be filling it up as much just because it doesn't shoot as much water. This one shoots a lot of water, so it actually runs out pretty quickly. So you're filling that tank a little bit more. Other than that, I think I just wanted to quickly add that, but that's all I got for you. Please like, subscribe, share, all those types of things if this is fun and helpful. And I can't wait to see you guys really, really soon on my next video or tutorial. Catch you later.